Now, let's move on to the next theory, which is the connectivism theory by George Simmons. George Simmons is one of the early massive open online course pioneers and is the main proponent of connectivism, which is a learning model that acknowledges major shifts in the way knowledge and information flows, grows, and changes because of vast data communications networks. Internet technology has moved learning from internal individualistic activities to group, community, and even crowd activities. So Simmons describes connectivism as the integration of principles explored by chaos, network, and complexity, and self-organization theories, where learning is a process that occurs within nebulous environments of shifting core elements not entirely under the control of the individual. Learning, defined as actionable knowledge, can reside outside of ourselves, within an organization or a database, and is focused on connecting specialized information sets and the connections that enable us to learn more and are more important than our current state of knowing. Simmons noted that connectivism as a theory is driven by the dynamic of information flow. Students need to understand and be provided with experiences in navigating and recognizing constantly shifting and evolving information. Connectivism is particularly appropriate for courses with a very high enrollments. That's why it's actually suited for MOOCs or massive open online courses, where the learning goal or objective is to develop and create knowledge rather than to disseminate it. Simmons proposed 8 principles of connectivism. First is that learning and knowledge rests in diversity of opinions. Second, learning is a process of connecting specialized nodes or information sources. Third, learning may reside in non-human appliances. Fourth, capacity to know more is more critical than what is currently known. Fifth, nurturing and maintaining connections is needed to facilitate continual learning. Sixth, ability to see connections between fields, ideas, and concepts is a core skill. And seventh, currency, accurate, up-to-date knowledge is the intent of all connectivist learning activities. And eighth, decision-making is itself a learning process. Choosing what to learn and the meaning of incoming information is seen through the lens of a shifting reality. While there is a right answer now, it may be wrong tomorrow due to alterations in the information climate affecting the decision. Here are some principles for instructional design in terms of connectivism. So it provides the most diverse opportunities for learners to be able to connect with persons or ideas, builds the learner's ability to navigate the information, adapts blogs, wikis, and other open collaboration platforms as a two-way process, connecting to diverse outside real-world conferences and experts, providing learners with a rich array of tools and information sources to use in creating their own learning pathways and using multiple forms of assessments. Now, how does a connectivist teach? Connectivists tend to be somewhat vague about the role of teachers or instructors, as the focus of connectivism is more on individual participants, networks, and the flow of information and the new forms of knowledge that result. The main purpose of a teacher appears to be to provide the initial learning environment and context that brings learners together, and to help learners construct their own personal learning environments that enable them to connect to successful networks, with the assumption that learning will automatically occur as a result through exposure to the flow of information and the individual's autonomous reflection on its meaning.